has a mom of 202, which means I am busy. If it can make my life easier, I'm going to get it and I'm going to tell you about it. And these are the things that's been making my life easier over the past year. We don't need to waste no time. Let's get right into it. The very first thing is this door lock. And this one I have to thank my husband for it. But imagine you're getting into the house, you have a million bags, you're carrying a car seat, you have the toddler on the other hand, and the last thing you want to do is having to whip out your key and put it in the lock and turn it. No, girl. We don't need to do all of that. Let's make life easier. This particular door lock is amazing. You can now use your fingertips to unlock the door. That is right. Your fingertips, doors opened up. And what I also like about it is there's a code that you can use as well if for some reason your fingertip isn't working. Not that I've ever run into that issue, but I'm just saying that's an option. But the thing that I love the most is when you leave the house, or if you just walk in and pull the door behind you, it will automatically lock. So you don't have to turn around and do that extra step of having to lock your door. I know. Technology, right? Love it. Hands down, it's one of my favorite things this year. Second thing that I got off Amazon that I also love is these baby gates. Okay, I know it's basic, but this one is just beautiful. It's aesthetically pleasing. Love the colors. It matched the aesthetic of the house, which is a big thing for me because they have all these like brown baby gates that I don't know. I don't feel like they're cute, but this one looks really good. I also have to thank my husband for it too. He just been looking for things. Anyways, you do need to install this one, and I think you have to screw it into the wood. I don't know, girl. My husband did it, okay? But I just love how you can pull the thing out and lock it. And also there's a little button that you can press and actually lock the whole thing so your toddler can't fiddle around and do what they do best, which is get into trouble. So it's very sturdy. And also if you have an area in your house that's just not like a straight shot, like say you have a curved stairway or something, I think this will be a really good option. The third thing is a bug zapper. I know, I like to be comfortable, which is why a lot of these items are going to be quite random. There are some baby items that I'm going to get into, but this particular one, I like to be comfortable at home, especially in the summer. You know how mosquitoes be trying to take over your house or make themselves comfortable? Well, not over here. This bug zapper is going to zap them right out of your house. So you and your babies can stay safe and comfortable. You don't have to worry about bugs, even if they do get into your house. For example, there's like all these like little, I don't know, moths or I don't know what they are. All I know is I don't like bugs. And if they do happen to get in the house, the bug zapper got me. Also a discovery from my husband. I feel like I should shout him out. Number 4 is a robot vacuum. Now this one is essential. We use it twice a day. Especially with a toddler. I feel like toddlers are very interesting human beings. It's a very interesting stage, you know. They're into everything. And if they're no longer interested in it, they'll just drop it on the floor. So if they're eating something, they're like, halfway through, I don't really want this carrot no more. They're just going to drop it on the floor. It's like, excuse me, ma'am. We couldn't make it to the garbage or you couldn't give it to me. If you don't like a dirty house and you don't like having crumbs all over the place, a robot vacuum is a must. Now, I don't have a Roomba and Roombas are pretty expensive, but this one is a very affordable option that you can get on Amazon. And you basically set it up, it learns the layout of your house, and then you turn it on or off whenever you want it to go. You can have it on a schedule, which is what we have. So it runs every single morning. I don't really know. It just runs when I'm asleep. And it's beautiful because then you wake up in the morning and you have clean floors. I really hate walking on like crumbs on the floor. Like imagine you walking, you're getting stabbed by like little grains of rice that your toddler threw on the floor. No, that is a thing of the past. Get yourself a little robot vacuum, okay? They work overtime and they don't complain about working, which is great. Number 5 is a playpen. Now, I love the playpen for my daughter because it really keeps the mess contained. Again, toddlers, they can be all over the place. They throw their toys everywhere. But with a playpen, we can just put her toys in there. And I also feel like it's a bit of a teaching moment every single day because I'm like, okay, let's put our toys in the playpen. Where do the toys go? In the playpen. So it's almost like a fun little game that we do. And I feel like I'm teaching her to be tidy, to put her things away after she uses them. Hopefully it stays within her toddler years, but I really like how the playpen, first of all, fits the aesthetic of the house, okay? I'm really big on that. I don't like things that are just like random colors. I'm definitely a neutral girl, but I love that we can just put all her toys in there and she puts her toys in there. And if she really wants a safe space where she can go and play independently, go in your playpen, girl. I am all for that. So playpen is another favorite of mine that I got on Amazon. With the playpen, I should mention, there is the actual frame of the playpen, and then there is the mat that you put inside of the playpen. So it's like two things that you have to get, but it's well worth it. Especially now that I have a baby, I also put the baby in there so he can do tummy time and kind of hang out with his sister. So I feel it's going to be a space that evolve and expand with the two of them. Number 6 is another discovery from my husband. I'm telling you, I really feel like he's been shopping a little too much. Is the TV mount. Now, we've had the TV mount for a really long time, but the other day I was just looking at it and I'm like, wow, I really appreciate this TV mount. I'm thankful and grateful for it. You know how you don't really pay attention to the things that you have in your life that you're grateful for? Well, I've been doing this exercise of finding 3 things that I'm grateful for, 3 things that I'm thankful for. Now, I was walking around the house and I'm like, I'm really grateful for this TV mount. It's a mount that you can actually bring up and down, which is the reason why I really enjoy it. Of course, your husband needs to be handy to be able to like get this thing on the wall. And I think he actually had to get help from his uncle just because it's like a really heavy piece of equipment. But once you have it installed and you have your TV on there, it's beautiful. We can put it up, we can put it down, and we can get it at a comfortable eye level, especially if we're sitting on the couch watching TV or whatever. We can just bring the TV down. And if we're cleaning and we want to get the TV out of the way, anyways, it's fun, it's nice, I enjoy it. So I will link it down below. By the way, everything's going to be linked down below so you don't have to go searching. Number 7 is a must-have for any household that have children, and they are the baby proof locks. So we have 2 different types that we got on Amazon. We have one for the drawers and one for the cabinets, and they both work very well and definitely serve the purpose because you know these toddlers, like I said, they get into everything. All the places that they shouldn't get into, that's where they want to get into. These little baby locks are perfect to just keep her away from things that she shouldn't get into. Very easy to install. I mean, one of them for the cabinets, you don't really have to install anything. You just have to put it in. And she hasn't figured it out yet. So that's a good thing. Now, number 8 is one of those little luxuries in this life that you didn't even know you needed until you have it. Especially if you live somewhere where it's cold. I'm in Canada, so winter's coming. Winter's here, so it's pretty cold outside. But my bed may look like a regular bed, but girl, it has this heating pad under that is chef kiss. Love it. 10 toes down is probably my favorite thing on this entire list. And I love that it's customizable per side. So you can have the temperature that you want and your husband can have their temperature and you guys don't have to clash. Isn't that great? You both have your own little remote. And I find that it's pretty powerful. And not only that, it's on a timer. So I can have it running for an hour at a certain level and then it'll automatically shut off in the middle of the night. And I will just doze off with the heat that was generated by the pad. Love it. I'm telling you, it's probably my favorite thing. There's also a preheat setting. So that one is going to heat your bed really fast. So let's say you come home after a long day and it's freezing. So you hop in the shower and as you're showering, you just press that preheat button and girl, by the time that you're done and you're ready to get into bed, your bed is going to be like a tropical vacation. I'm telling you, it's the best thing invented. Get you a heating pad if you live in a cold area. Now, number 9 is definitely baby specific or toddler specific. It's a variety of toys that I've been enjoying with my toddler. Now, I try to reduce the amount of screen that she gets. It is very difficult now, especially with a new baby. I have a 1-month-old and, you know, she is toddlering and a lot of time, you know, sometimes I have to use the screens if I have to, but I try to shy away, which means I need to entertain her in other ways. And she walks around the house and entertain herself. But when I'm hanging out with her, and sometimes, you know, how much talking can you do with a toddler? And that's where this particular book comes into play because I really can sit down and go through the book. We do the alphabets, we do the words like Monday to Friday. We do the months, January to December, and she'll repeat after me. And like you see the progression, which is very rewarding, but it also gives you something to do with them. And with the wooden puzzle, it's mainly for their motor skill development. It's really cool to see them learn how to do it, but also it gives you something to do with them. I'm telling you, how do you keep a toddler entertained and away from the screens all day long if you don't have these little gadgets and these games under your belt? Anyways, I just wanted to share these particular games that I've been using and playing with my daughter, and I really see how good they are for her development. They're pretty educational and also good for her motor skills. So I will highly recommend them, and of course they'll be linked down below. And I also want to shout out my sister-in-law for recommending them. She has 3 kids, so I feel like she knows her stuff. And these games are also part of the Montessori teaching. At least that's what it says. I don't know. I find that it's really good for her development. And anything that's going to make her smart, I'm all for it. And the last one is also baby related, is this bottle brush cleanser set. And the reason why I like this one is because it's made out of this food grade silicone plastic material, which means that it's not harboring a ton of bacteria. And also with the base, the way that you let it dry, it allows the water to drip down entirely, so it dries completely. And so it's not moldy, it doesn't smell. I had one last time with my daughter and we ended up throwing it away because it got so disgusting over time. And I'm like, I don't think I should be using this to wash my baby's bottles. That don't even make no sense. I just like the material that it's made out of. Because of how it dries, it's probably a little safer to use over and over for the bottles. And of course, we sanitize it. But I just like the hard silicone plastic that it's made out of. And it also looks pretty good. I find that it looks pretty aesthetic. It's hard, right, with kids or having a lot of things for babies and kids, etc. around your house. Because if you just feel like, I don't know, they take over just a little bit. It's just me that feels this way. Yes, I love them hands down. But having toys all over the place or, you know, their things all over the place. Sometimes I'm like, you don't pay no bills. I don't understand. I just feel like I should still have my house the way I want it to be. Is it just me? Okay. Maybe it's just me. No, I'm not going to feel bad about it. Yes, we can share the space, but we can still kind of make it look a little aesthetic. That's how I feel. Anyways, I hope that you enjoy these things that I got off Amazon that I enjoy. So I feel like sharing them with you. If you're interested in anything, like I said, the link will be down below. If you have some things that you've gotten off Amazon and you're like, oh my God, Jen, this is great. It will make your life as a mom even better, even easier. It will enrich this experience that you're having as a mother. Leave it down below. Let me know. We can definitely exchange items that we've been buying off Amazon. I feel like since the pandemic, Amazon's been my go-to place to get things. Like, I don't even leave the house. I just order and it comes to the house, which is great. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. And I will see you very soon with my next video. Bye.